Good morning, group. We're gonna come up with some organic, healthy tea this morning. This is something I created on my own. I was doing some research on tea bags and was finding out there's a ton of microplastics in the tea bags, and I decided, you know what, I don't want to participate in that anymore, so I'm gonna come up with my own tea, and so I created this. Alright, let's go over the ingredients. All you're going to need is a lemon. I add a little bit of turmeric in the bottom. Nothing crazy, just a tiny bit. Some organic honey. Tiny bit of Himalayan salt. And then some fresh mint or organic mint. And I usually only put about 4 leaves in the bottom of mine. It's nothing crazy, it's just a little bit of flavor. So, what you'll do is heat you some water, and preferably a aluminum, metal, or glass kettle here. Go ahead and heat it up to boiling. Get you a nice cup. Put your leaves in the bottom. Then we'll start with our turmeric. So we're just going to add a little bit of turmeric. That's it for me. So I'll show you about how much that is. So that's about how much that is. Nothing crazy, just a little bit on the bottom. You're going to do the same thing with a little bit of salt. So not a lot, just a kind of, that's it. It's for a little bit of electrolytes, help the body retain water, all that stuff. Good stuff. And then lastly, but not, or second to last, is your honey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover all that with the honey. Nothing crazy. And I'll show you, once again, I'll show you what it looks like whenever, and maybe I put too much, but I like mine sweet. So that's it. And I'll show you what that looks like. There you go. See, that's what it looks like. It just covers the bottom of your cup. And then we'll move this guy out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. And then we're just going to cut our lemon. So I like to roll my lemon. I washed it first, of course, because pesticides, all that stuff, even organic, you know, they're going to add a couple things. You never know how many people pick it up, put it back down at the store, whatever. At the end of the day and every morning we clean our countertops with a disinfectant. So clean knife, smooth through, there we go. Good seeds. I'm going to pick those out real quick. I'm right over here. And we're just taking the seeds out. Nothing crazy. Don't want those in our drink. So you can see all cleaned. I'll clean these out. And this is healthy. Well, from what I understand, I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be one. I just feel like it helps me. It tastes amazing. There's clearly no not going to have any of your microplastics in this, so that's awesome. So one more thing we're going to grab, and it might be in my washer here. Kids did their job this morning, which is awesome. Kids get up in the morning, they put away what we washed the night before so we can load it throughout the day, which is always a good thing for them to learn. It's a little bit of responsibility and doesn't ask them to do a bunch. Unloading a dishwasher is nothing. So alright, we've got our squeezer here. That's what we're going to do. I'll put it over here so you can see. Nothing crazy. Hopefully you don't get hit with the juice. I'm just going to squeeze it into our cup. Best we can. There we go. I like to let it breathe and come back down. that in the trash in a minute. Let's get our second one. So we're going to do a full lemon. I was reading that there are some really incredible benefits to lemon whenever it's heated to a higher temperature. Stuff that potentially could help clean out the inside of the body. You know, definitely vitamin C for sure. But, you know, if you're allergic to any of these things, I wouldn't recommend using them. Find your alternative. You know, I like lemon. You might like something else. I mean, this is just what I found. And essentially, I was trying to make the medicine balm from Starbucks. And I came up with this. My wife loves it. My kids love it. So this is something we've turned to. My daughter was sick. She had her throat was hurting. I made her this. I had her drink half the glass and it was still warm and everything. By the end of the day, fine. Good to go. Sounded normal. Wasn't coughing anything up. It was awesome. So, gotta love the antioxidants of organic honey. Really good stuff here. So, alright, and I'll give y'all a picture of what that looks like. Put our guy back down right here. So let's see. Look at that. It's just a nice little bit of juice to cover our bottom. Nothing crazy. And now we're waiting on water to boil. Alright, so we'll pause until that's done. So while we're waiting on our water to boil, we get all of our water from our reverse osmosis system here. Or I boil all the water from that system. Now I drink different water. I specifically like Saratoga water. I'm not endorsed by them in any way whatsoever at all, period, but I just like them, so I drink quite a bit of their water. And then let's pause for our boiling water. Alright, we got some action going on in there. So, let that do that for a couple seconds. Kind of a consistent boiling point. And then we'll grab it off of here. There we go. Alright, awesome. Cool, okay. So, let me grab one of my guys here. It's always hard to put it on with one hand, isn't it? But we'll do it. I am not left-handed. I am right-handed. So, let's do this. Boom. Alright. Let's grab our buddy here. Safety first always, of course. Never point it towards yourself because the water can pop up out of here and hit you in the face. And I'll show you. Let's see if it'll do it. There you go. You see the end? See how it's want to jump? We gotta be careful with that. For you first time tea makers that that haven't used a kettle before, it can hurt you real quick. Alright, so I like to be able to mix it, so I fill it up to about that point. Set our water down. Alright. Grab us a beautiful spoon here. Boop. And let's mix. It should turn a nice, kind of dark brown color, almost like a caramel color. You'll see, now that we're mixing it, our leaves are coming back to the top. Look at that. Gorgeous. There's probably so many people in the world that already know this, but I don't see it on any social media platforms or Facebook or YouTube or anything like that, so this is my sharing with the world. All the clinking probably gets annoying, but it doesn't last very long. You do it for about 30-45 seconds. Just mix everything up real nice. Get your sodium broken down in the bottom and your turmeric broken down, and then make sure all your honey is dissolved into the water and everything like that. and your leaves get a chance to kind of marinate the water a little bit. All right. Nothing crazy, doesn't take very long. Super simple to make, really easy to clean up. That's it. There's your homemade tea. And I'll go ahead and grab this little buddy out of the top there. Put it in my sink, and we'll get rid of him in a minute. But yeah, that is it. All right, guys, have a wonderful day.